Every drop of water that falls in the upper catchment goes downhill through the gullies and the creeks and ends up in the Great Barrier Reef. If we can capture any of the nasties like the sediments or nutrients in the upper catchment, we're stopping it hitting the reef.
If you take a tree out, the forest will fight to put another one back in. I've always said a good farmer, if he wants to cut a couple of trees down, he plants 3 or 4 before he starts.
It would be really nice to see all the creek lines revegetated. There's no reason, it's not like you can cultivate the properties down to the creek line anyway. And in those areas you then provide corridors for wildlife and habitat to be able to move from one area to the next.
We've been operating on the Tablelands for approximately 15 years, running a business doing revegetation and weed management. Well, out of the program, we've employed 9 trainees that now have full-time jobs with us.
They've purchased cars, some of them being young enough now, they moved out of home, and it's really been a joint effort. And not only is it a win for the environment, it's been a win for our community up here.
The program itself has been really smooth, and it's happened very quickly. And for me, one of the most exciting moments was when they came in and they cleared out all the lantana and all the tobacco bushes and the glycine, which was completely out of control. And the tiny little trees that were already there, which were trying to get up and out of the ground, suddenly just blossomed within a couple of months.
If you've got washout on your property, in other words, outflow of nutrients, well, that's nutrients gone out. That's more super you've got to buy. That's more fertiliser you've got to put on. A good farmer does everything he can to retain what nutrients is in the soil.
The water quality back in the day was red when the rains came, whereas now it's not at all as dirty, because now that we've got a bit of a maintained creek line, it seems to be holding back a lot of the soil.
Apart from the fact that it looks good, and I love looking out my kitchen window and seeing the rainforest growing pretty much every day, and knowing that it connects back to Wongabal State Forest, it gives you a great feeling to know that what we're doing is directly impacting the Great Barrier Reef, and not just for us, but for those future generations as well.